Hi, hello. My name is Fadzil Akhir from Institute of Oceanography and Environment, University of Malaysia, Terengganu. So in this lecture, I will address ocean challenges, current issues and global effort for future actions. So people are talking about various kind of issues that ocean is facing, climate change, changes in terms of various characteristics, and most importantly in terms of pollutions. But sometimes most of these issues are being addressed not at the very basis or at the foundation of the issues. So what I'm going to present is basically the basic foundation issues of about ocean that we need to address if we really want to save our ocean and make the ocean sustainable. So most of this content is actually coming from reports of State of the Ocean Reports 2022, a pilot edition published by Intergovernmental Oceanography Commission, IOC UNEP. In this report, actually there is about 10 big challenges that being addressed. And these challenges is not talking about issues that ocean is facing per se, but actually covers the scientific commitment, organization commitment, and various factors that we need to address within the ocean community, either you are a scientist or you are government agencies, industries that use oceans. So we need to address in various sectors or various segment and perspective. So these challenges is key to make sure that we going to embark into a journey to save our ocean in a much better way. So this issues is very important for long-term solutions. So quantitative description of the state of the ocean and related issues will be addressed in some of these challenges. So by the end of this lecture, you can see some of this global effort and future action that has been taken by looking into these top 7 key challenges that ocean is facing. All right, let's have a look at challenge number 1. So understand and beat marine pollution. Marine pollution is one of the biggest challenge that ocean is facing. So understand and map land, sea based sources of pollutants is very important to understand where these pollutants coming from. From this diagram, you can see an area with low amounts of oxygen, hypoxic area, which is very dangerous because fish cannot live in this kind of environment. So every single year, we can see there's increase of sites where we observe hypoxic area. So this is one of the biggest issues that we are facing in the oceans, which is related to marine pollution. This is a schematic diagram showing you a multiple source of plastic litter. So in terms of pollutants, there is a various pollutants that marine ocean in the ocean, you can get various amounts of pollutants. One of the biggest and the most concerning issues is pollution coming from the plastics. So in this diagram, it shows you various sources of plastic litters in the oceans, so which show us our ocean is facing a very challenging time where when plastic is actually being produced starting just in the 1960s, but now it's become one of the biggest pollution issues. Challenge number 2, protect and restore ecosystem and biodiversity. So this is one of the biggest issues. We need to protect, not only protect, but restore ecosystem in the marine environment, especially in the oceans, which has been affected by changes, especially from anthropogenic effects. So looking at productivity, climate changes, marine biodiversity threats, ocean acidifications. So we need to understand the effects of multiple stresses that we have in the oceans. And we need to figure out solutions to monitor, protect, and manage all of this ecosystem, because in various cases, it's either in mangrove sites, in the coastal region, or in the big open sea, open ocean. So all of these changes has lots of effect towards our ocean. So what we need to address is actually how we can protect this from changes from happen too much, and most importantly, we need to figure out some sort of solution on how we're going to restore some of these changes. Challenge number 3, unlock ocean-based solution to climate change. as we know, climate change has produced lots of changes in our environment, especially in the ocean environment. Certain area has been affected by changes of characteristics. So these characteristics will affect the hydrodynamics, the dynamics of the ocean. So when you dynamics of the ocean affected, it will also affect the movement of productivity. So all of this is a big issue. So addressing climate change is very important. So we need to enhance our understanding. So ocean climate nexus and generate new knowledge to provide a solution. In this case, mitigation or adaptation. So we need to build resilience. So all of this require knowledge on how climate change is affecting our. So challenge number 4. So increase community resilience to ocean hazards. So we know that lots of challenges that we are facing in the ocean, especially hazards in the coastal region, for example, that affecting communities. We need to be able to increase our community resilience. How are we going to do this? So we need to enhance multiple hazard early warning system. So all of the service, geophysical, ecological, biological, weather and climate, and all of these related ocean and coastal hazard must be well prepared, especially when you talk about the community that are starting to face this kind of issues. So government must take action so that we can provide early warnings, at the same time preparations. So if, let's say, for example, sea level rise issues is happening, so coastal erosion, extreme events on the coastal region, so all of this require early preparations. So early warnings can reduce the effect or the risk of this community. So that requires preparation. If you look into this diagram, so there is an increased tremendous the amounts of sea level trends increase is quite tremendous for the past 20 years. If you look at into the sea level from 1900s up to now, so the increase of global mean sea level changes is quite high. So this all come from comprehensive research from various studies. So preparation for coastal community, looking at the perspective of sea level rise and climate change is very important.